happy Monday. If you were trying to tune in to 9 News at noon, you'll see we didn't have a show today, but I do have your full forecast here for you. And it's one you're going to want to pay attention to because we do have change on the way later this afternoon. Right now, not too bad around the Denver metro. But first, let's go ahead and take a live look outside where I've been watching people hit these slopes. This is going to be near Loveland Ski Area from our camera near Eisenhower Tunnel. And you can see those lifts just moving there. Not too busy outside as I think I would have expected more people out there. But right now we have a live look outside in Denver where it has been very hazy and gloomy this morning. Early this morning we got a few peaks of sunshine around sunrise and those temperatures were in the low 40s. We got to 41, 42 degrees out there. But ever since this cold front moved in this morning, we've been seeing those temperatures just drop, this haze over us and these winds coming in pretty moderately. Right now we're at 30 degrees. It feels like 20 degrees outside. So if you haven't been outside yet, you do want to make sure you grab that winter coat and hold on to it all day because we're going to need it once that snow moves in later this afternoon. At the moment, we have winds coming in from the east at around 14 miles per hour. Temperatures across the eastern plains and the front range, you can see where this cold front has moved into the area. We're at 30 degrees in Denver, 31 in Lyman and Burlington, where you can see where the front hasn't quite made it just yet. 55 degrees right now in Colorado Springs, 60 in Pueblo, 64 in Trinidad. So that's where you can obviously tell where that line is from this cold front continuing to push its way in. But all of those areas that are warmer, you'll see that cold weather move in as well as that front continues to shift its way further south. We are going to continue to watch for stronger winds behind this cold front as well. You can see some areas seeing those winds in the teens and even 20s. We were a little windier earlier this morning in Denver. We've calmed down for the moment, but in the western portion of the state, we have a wind advisory and a red flag warning. Yes, this is going to be for the western portions of Colorado where we can see these winds gusting up to around 40 to 50 miles per hour. Those advisories are going to be in effect today from noon until 9. Now, we have a couple of other things to watch for. This is going to be for most of the I-25 corridor, and it has spread a little bit further east to the northeastern plains where we have this winter weather advisory. That's the teal shaded areas. And we also have a winter storm warning. This is going to be for the western suburbs of Denver through Boulder and further north of this. So we're going to continue to watch for these things. This is going to be this afternoon through early tomorrow. This is going to be for the snowfall that we're expecting, and some areas we'll see those sharp winds as well. But as you take a look at our national HD Doppler radar, you can see where this low pressure system just northeast of us is churning all of this precipitation coming down from the north, and that's where we're going to see that cold front move in, and behind that cold front, cloud cover, stronger winds, and of course snow. Some areas already seeing that snow. That's going to be mostly in the foothills and high country, mostly upslope flow there. But as we zoom in a little further to Denver, you can see we are maybe getting some drizzle to sprinkles that are spilling off into the Denver metro area. As we go through the rest of the afternoon, this is where we get a brief rain snow mix before turning completely snow later this afternoon. So for this evening rush hour, you want to anticipate a little bit of a longer drive because that's where we're going to see that snow really pushing through the metro and then becoming heavier as we go into the evening hours. The snow lingering into early Tuesday morning before finally pushing out midday Tuesday. And that's when we can see maybe a couple peaks of sun through the clouds there. But how much snow are we expecting? Well, the Denver metro area expecting around 3 to 6 inches of snowfall. We're going to see those higher totals as you make your way further west into the foothills and high country. Some of those areas could see up to or maybe some isolated higher totals of a foot. But as we go further east, you can see those smaller totals, 1 to 3 inches anticipated around the Fort Morgan area. If you are planning out the rest of your day, it's going to be chilly. The rest of the afternoon, we're going to see these temperatures lingering in the low 30s, maybe upper 20s in some areas. This is behind that cold front that's already pushed through the area. So we've already experienced our high temperatures for the day. We had that very early this morning when we got into the low 40s, but the rest of the afternoon likely going to stay in the low 30s. And then those areas that are a little bit warmer further south of Denver, you're going to see those colder temperatures move into the area behind that cold front once it creeps further south as well. Now, where we are going to anticipate more steadier snowfall is going to be later this afternoon, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, lingering into the evening and overnight hours into early tomorrow. So right now through Denver, we're seeing maybe some drizzle, light sprinkles. That's nothing compared to what we're going to see later tonight. So overnight tonight, in addition to that snowfall, it's going to be cloudy and very cold. Take a look at this overnight low, 15 degrees. Definitely going to be an evening to bundle up if you have to be outdoors. And over the next couple of days, those colder temperatures are going to stick around with our highs maxing out in the lower 40s both tomorrow and Wednesday. So today we're going to expect that snow to move in the afternoon, stick around through early Tuesday. Midday Tuesday, we clear out a little bit, becoming partly cloudy. And then Tuesday night into Wednesdays, when that cloud cover moves back in, we're expecting another round of maybe isolated snow showers on Wednesday. And then by Thursday, we finally creep back into the 50s. We have slight chances for maybe some rain showers. Those rain shower chances increase as we go into Friday, but with those temperatures in the low 60s, it's most likely going to fall as rain versus snow. The good news is by next weekend, if you have any outdoor plans for next weekend, it's going to look pretty good. We're mostly sunny on Saturday, partly cloudy on Sunday, but these temperatures getting above average finally. We're in the mid to upper 60s Saturday, 70s by next Sunday and Monday as we start next week. So that's what I have for you for the forecast. This is the time where I usually go in and check Facebook Live, see who's joining, if anyone has questions. Oh, it looks like we have a lot of activity today. So hi Jessica, hi Mario, thank you for tuning in. Hi Seth. This is how's it going on Monday afternoon? Well, Monday afternoon, I'll say so far not too bad. We have a little bit of drizzle out there. It's kind of gloomy. The winds are pretty moderate, but later this afternoon is when we're really going to see that snow move into the area, then becoming heavy at times as we go into later tonight. So if you do have any outdoor plans, try and get those done sooner rather than later before the rest of the snow moves into the area. Doe Lopez saying sup, I guess. Hi, Mitch, asking how am I doing as well. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well as well on this Monday. Elizabeth is asking how much snow in Parker, Colorado today. I'm going to give the Parker, Colorado probably around the same as what we'll see just around the rest of the Denver metro area, anywhere between 3 to 6 inches. I'm leaning closer to 4 or 5, but we're going to keep that range anywhere between 3 to 6 inches, and that's going to be through tomorrow morning. So it's not all just going to dump all at once. We're going to see that just kind of stay steady over the area this afternoon, later this afternoon into the evening hours, overnight, and then finally starting to linger and push out early tomorrow morning. And since we are talking about tomorrow morning, that's a morning commute that you probably do want to set your alarm a little earlier just to make sure that if you are an early commuter, if you're in the beginning of that rush hour, give yourself a little extra drive time waiting for those roads to clear. If you're somebody who travels during the later morning hours, I think everything should be cleaned up and fine on the roads by then. A lot of people just tuning in to say hi. Hi, Corey. Hi, Trish. Marcus says, love this midday post. Glad to hear it. Jessica says, you're so done with snow and cold weather. Well, we have a little bit left of it. So the good news is, we could use the moisture in the state. So we're just going to have this quick round, going to get it over with by tomorrow afternoon, and then we get to dry out a little bit midday Tuesday. And we do have some more chances, smaller chances as we go through the rest of the week. But next weekend, looking like a good weekend for you, Jessica, if you enjoy the drier, sunnier weather, warmer weather. And Mitch, it sounds like you're happy with whatever we get. You enjoy summer, but you also love the snow. So this week, we'll have a little bit of both for you. And Christelle, I hope I'm saying that name correctly. You say it feels pretty normal for this time of year. I'll agree with that. Just because this time of year we can see a spring snowstorm, we can see warm spring sunny weather. So we're right during that time period where you can have either or, and in this 7-day forecast, both. Mitch says bring on the snow one more time. Okay, Megan saying sleet with snowflakes flying up here in Wellington, Fort Collins. Thank you for that report. If you're anywhere all around the state, let me know what you're seeing so we can get those reports down for just the different areas and see exactly what's falling where. The radar can only show us so much, and sometimes it's showing us what's aloft and maybe not even making it towards the ground. So thank you for that, Megan. I appreciate that. He's saying, what is... Hi, Sherry. Tracy's Excited about the 70s coming. Haley's asking, do you think they'll cancel schools? Now, that's a tricky question. One, because I have no say over that, so this is just going to be a guess. Two, because some schools have just started doing remote learning instead of canceling a full day of learning. Three, I honestly think the heaviest portion of the snow will be gone by time kids are getting up and getting ready for school. We maybe have some lingering snow showers by 7, 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow, but the majority of it will be gone, and hopefully the roads will be clear and safe by then. And I know kids hate to hear it, but I think school day will go as planned for tomorrow. And Sherry's asking, enough for the cold. When's it going to warm up again? It's going to warm up again next weekend. That's an easy answer. We had somebody asking what's the metro area, and it looks like we've had a few people respond to that. So I think these are all accurate answers, the people that are responding to your metro area question. And Charlotte's saying, it feels like you're back in Seattle with this cold and gloom. I guess it does look a little bit like Seattle when you look up in the sky and see these thick, heavy clouds and the haze that we've had around through a lot of the morning. Uh-oh. Hi, Sherry Rogers. Thank you for tuning in. And Jim is saying you're watching from Columbus Air Force Base. Uh-oh, this is updated. Watching from Columbus Air Force Base, mid to lower 60s here. Glad we moved 9 years ago, but you do miss the mountains. I think the mountains is a scenery that you never, I think you never quite get over once you leave. Rocker says, bring on the snow, get it out of the way. Chris is also asking for school closures. I don't think that's going to be a big concern, but again, that's not up to me. That's up to superintendents in the school districts, things like that. All I can do is, report what my weather forecast is going to be. What they decide to do with that is really up to them. So all I can say is the majority of the snow that we're expecting is going to fall later this afternoon and this evening. By early tomorrow, it's going to be wrapping up. So I think a lot of the precipitation will be gone by time school starts. So honestly, I really don't think school is going to be an issue for tomorrow. Mason says we're seeing sleet in Loveland. Thank you. Jen's asking, when is it starting in Wheat Ridge? I'm going to give that this afternoon, maybe 3, 4, 5 o'clock, somewhere in that area. Maybe you could start seeing some drizzle to light flurries ahead of that, but we'll start seeing the real works going later this afternoon. And same for Edgewater. Hello from Las Vegas. Hi, Patricia. And Andrew's asking, will classes be canceled if the internet goes down? Again, that's out of my hands, so I don't have a real answer for that. Snow in Drake, says Kelly. Okay, so I think I've gotten through most of the questions, comments, hellos, all of those things. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Before I go, what about downtown? I think I'm messing up the mic with my, sorry. Downtown has been seeing maybe some light drizzle this morning and into this afternoon, but we're not going to see any real snowfall until later this afternoon, 3 to 5 o'clock, I think, until we get into the later hours this evening and into early tomorrow. So a quick recap before we say goodbye here. This afternoon and the early afternoon hours, not too bad. I think we have some light drizzle to maybe light flurries out there now around the Denver area. Later this afternoon is when the real snow comes in, and then that'll stick around later tonight. Your evening rush hour could be impacted, so you might have a little bit of a longer commute getting home from work tonight. You want to make sure you take it safe out on those roads. The snow is likely to stay around through early tomorrow morning. Denver looking at around 3 to 6 inches of snowfall by the time it's all said and done tomorrow morning. We'll see those those higher totals toward the west and the foothills and high country, smaller totals toward the east and the eastern plains. You'll want to continue to watch for stronger winds, cloudier skies as we go through the rest of the day. Going to be pretty windy out there with the snow as well. So you want to watch for some areas of blowing snow where we have that winter storm watch. Watch for blowing snow there and impacted travel conditions. And the same can be said for winter weather advisory areas. And that's going to be the majority of the I-25 corridor from the northern portion of the state all the way down through Colorado Springs, approaching the Pueblo area. Winter weather advisory has been extended to get toward the northeastern plains. So just really be aware this afternoon that we will have more snowfall coming in, and it'll last until early tomorrow morning. So if you have errands that you need to get done or anything needs to be done outside, try and do that sooner rather than later. Then as we go into tomorrow, we stay chilly. Our overnight lows will be in the teens. So it's going to be cold tonight and early tomorrow morning. But a lot of that precipitation will move out early tomorrow. We get midday partial clearing, so we'll have partly cloudy skies, but those temperatures stay below average in the low 40s over the next couple of days. We have another chance for some isolated snow showers moving in on Wednesday, and then we slowly start to creep towards seasonal numbers as we get toward Friday. Our usual highs in this area this time of year are close to 62 degrees, so we'll get toward that as we get to Friday, and then by the time the weekend comes, we'll start to see more sunshine. Those temperatures become above average, and we start to see temperatures in the low 70s as we get toward next week. So that's what I have for you guys here. We'll have an updated forecast for you this evening, so make sure you stay tuned in and stay updated with any changes in the weather. And I'll see you back here tomorrow afternoon. Have a good one.